So marketing as a consultant can be challenging, right? There's a lot of things to think about in the digital world. So let's talk about 8 tips today that can get the wheels turning on how you can market as a consultant a little bit more effectively. Tip 1 is to establish your credibility through statistics and past successes, basically case studies. Start to track all of that and keep tabs on it, because that data is going to be really powerful during your sales process. When somebody's looking for a consultant, they want to understand the value behind that, right? So that the value is far exceeding what you're going to charge. And what can prove that is the data. And if you have the data and the statistics to support that your consultant fee is going to generate this type of return on investment, that's going to get people excited. Tip 2 is to show how you can bring a fresh perspective to your client's business. A great way to do that is through content that's on social media or other channels like podcasts, YouTube, etc. What you want to do here is you want to provide free information so that people see that you are a thought leader and somebody that's very knowledgeable in the space. You have knowledge, really, and as a consultant, that's what people are buying. They're buying your knowledge. You know how to solve the riddle that they're trying to solve, right? You know how to fix their problems. These are things that they can't do on their own, so they're going to hire you to help them to do that. Well, the best way you can show that you have that knowledge, that missing gap, is through creating content, creating videos, creating podcasts that are basically generating a continual flow of this content that shows that you are a thought leader in the space. And you can have small call to actions integrated here and there. How, hey, you know what, if you want to dive in deeper, contact me this way or that way, so that they start to generate leads for you and they want to pay you to dive in deeper to investigate their business and how you can make it better. Tip 3 is to set up some email automation as a consultant that basically has a 7-part series or a continual drip campaign that continually sends information out to your prospects. Here's the thing, a lot of prospects initially want to try to solve the problem themselves, right? They're going to search for the problem, whether it's on Google search or they're going to see something on social media that makes them think like, holy cow, here's some tips on how I can improve upon XYZ problem. So if you're creating a content journey for them, this is a great way to get them in the door and to nurture them. 7 tips on how you can make XYZ better would be a good call to action, right? And they would then subscribe and opt in to start receiving those tips. Maybe every week they get an email with a video or a short tip on how they can improve upon those things that they're trying to solve. If you create this content and then work on building your subscriber list through social media, through email, subscribe call to actions on your website, etc., eventually you'll have a really large list of people that are following you, receiving your content. Well, in the content, you want call to actions where they can always reach out to you for a consultation, maybe a free consultation initially, and that'll give you an opportunity to give them some advice that's specific to them, which will then lead to a potential sale. So here's an idea on how you can get started. Hopefully you take and run with it. Tip number 4 is to think of your FAQs. And what I mean by that are, what are the frequently asked questions that people ask you during the consultant process? What are the questions that they have that make them think that they need to reach out to a consultant, potentially? Write those down, right? Figure out what those questions are. This is a great way to have a whole list of content that you can create. You should have an FAQ on your website, but you should also really think about doing a video or an email for each of those frequently asked questions. This is the type of content you want to put out there, but also it's a great resource if you have an FAQ on your website to direct people to. This is really powerful to have because people have these questions that they start with before they ever reach out to you. So if you can create content that answers those questions and get those out in the world, that's going to lead more people to you and you're going to be more successful. Tip number 5 is to think about what makes you different. What's your unique value proposition? What makes you the best consultant for the job? What makes you stand out amongst other consultants in your industry, right? What makes you different? Nail that down, right? That's so key so that you stand out in the crowd. Make sure that's clear on your website, on your social media profiles, maybe within all the content that you're creating. You touch on that real quick at the beginning or the end. That one piece could be really powerful in getting the business versus somebody else. Tip number 6 is to make sure that you have a professional website that really tells your story and makes you different, stands out in the crowd, and really is professional compared to the other consultants. Yours is the best, right? Here's the deal. A lot of people are going to end up on your website at some point before they call you or fill out a consultant lead form. to reach out to you. Whether they see you initially on social media or they hear about you from a friend or something like that, they're going to go to your website at some point. So this is a really important piece to have right? Make sure your website makes it clear what you do, the value, your value proposition, your FAQs. Maybe there's a great video on there that tells the story, case studies, statistics. This is your destination place. If that's really good, and make sure it looks really good on the phone, on mobile, you're going to get more leads, more calls, and more business. So definitely invest in a professional website. Tip number 7 is to leverage social media. Just like tip 6, how you have to have a professional presence on your website because that's something people are going to check before they reach out to you, it's the same thing on social media. They're going to also check your social media profiles. They're going to look at it, and what they're going to want to see is it professional? Does it look nice? Do you have followers or people engaging with your content? Do you even have content? Is your last post from 6 months ago? Because that's not good. You're going to want to make sure you have a continual flow of content. What is that content? It's everything we've talked about. It's showing that you're a leader in the space. You have valuable content. This is how you solve this problem. This is a case study on this project, right? Here's an FAQ, question that's being answered. It's good stuff. If that looks good, this is going to check a box for them and they're going to reach out to you. Tip number 8 is once you have your website really in place and you have your content that you've created and you have your social media looking good, you've developed a lot of reviews and you have those reviews from your past customers that are posted online and that looks good and everything feels like it's really, really solid, you want to start investing some money in advertising through multi-channel advertising. You're going to want to do this on search for your very best keywords. So what are people searching on Google when they want to solve the problem that you can help them solve, and you want to invest in being on top for that? You also want to have pages on your website that are landing pages about that content so that they rank organically at the top of Google so that you're catching people at the moment that they're looking. You also want to invest in multi-channel advertising outside of search, so across social media. Figure out what your audience is. Is it an audience on LinkedIn? Is it an audience on Facebook or Instagram? Figure out where the audience is and invest some money in running some ads to get in front of those people that says, the ad should basically make it clear, do you want to solve this problem? Click here. Do you want to solve this problem? Click here to get some tips, to watch a video, to go learn more, that kind of a thing, right? Everybody knows what their problem is, and if they can see there's a way to solve that, and if there's information they can get for free initially, that's a great way to get them in the door and work them from there. So thanks for watching. Hopefully these 8 tips will get you started on marketing as a consultant. I'm sure there's 1,000 other tips that I missed today, so please leave them in the comments. But if you like the tips that I provided, please like the video, share it with your friends, and follow us for more content like this down the road. Have a great day.